Right, for Mason Bloodstock, who are offering up 2 uniquely bred colts in this year's NZB Caracas sale on February 16th. Great to catch up with Nifty Norman, an ex-Kiwi, but great to have you online. Firstly, Nifty, thank you very much for joining me.
No problem, Paul.
You're in beautiful Florida at the minute. How is the weather over there?
Well, it's been terrible up north. We've had the worst winter we've had in 20 years, I think. Yesterday, they cancelled the Meadowlands because it was, with the wind chill, it was minus 40 degrees.
Oh,
that's Fahrenheit. You know, wicked. But I'm in Florida. It's pretty nice down here. It's 60 degrees and the sun's coming up, so should be good.
That's very hard to understand. We today had a 37-degree day, like almost the complete flip. Yeah, like it's so hard to understand that.
Yeah, no, it's I don't know about this global warming, but it's definitely not affecting us this year.
I do know a lot of my Kiwi friends are not enjoying the warm weather either. So, yeah. I asked you to say before, mate, how long have you been in America for?
I came over in 1985.
Yep. Enjoyed every bit of it?
Yeah, I didn't expect to stay. I just sort of came over on a working vacation and never left.
Best thing you've done?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you still keep a good eye on racing down under?
Yes. You know, I'm very close with a lot of guys down there. You know, the Dalgetties and the Duns and all that crew, Ken Barron. I got a lot of good mates down there. So, you know, a lot of them come up and visit. So, yeah, we keep an eye on things. And Dexter's a good friend of mine, and he's down there now on vacation. So, yeah, we keep in touch.
He'll be in no hurry to come home when he hears that minus 45.
Yeah, no, I've been warning him. I sent him a picture of the temperature of my car once in a while just to keep him focused.
He's keeping it very low key. Right, these 2 colts, I said they're very uniquely bred. They are very lovely, 2 standout colts.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't get better bred ones, you know. They're
No, that's exactly right. We'll start with lot number 15. So you've got 2 that are related to these. So which ones?
Yeah.
So I know
I have a Huntsville out of a sister to Always Be Mickey, and I have a Tall Dark Stranger out of a sister to Huntsville.
So, okay, so you've got a full. Say that again. So you've got a Huntsville
out of a sister to Always Be Mickey.
Yep, and then you've got
a Tall Dark Stranger out of a sister to Huntsville.
Right, so you've got a full to lot number 15. That's a Tall Dark Stranger, Rodeo Beach. So so you got a full to that horse. Did you buy that horse? You had 2 horses. You bought one and another one.
That's the one I bid on for Trent. But we ended up we're going partners on the horse. Really, really good looking horse and good gaited. Grew a lot. He turned into a real good looking horse. You know, the Tall Dark Strangers haven't been popular up here, but you know, they have talent. You know, lots of speed.
Yeah, I saw his stats there before. He's had won nearly $5 million in stakes. He's got a couple of horses that have gone the low 50s or maybe even 40s. Like his stats are actually okay, but he's a bit maligned, isn't he?
Well, you know what, people get down on stallions really quickly, and you know, over here it's terrible. I mean, you have a bad first crop, and everyone's bailing out. But you know, it's tough. It's tough to be that critical. I mean, like I say, they have speed, they have talent. You just maybe got to drive them a little different. You know, they don't like getting roughed up, it seems, but they can go enough. You know. Yeah,
it's a funny thing. It doesn't matter what part of the world you're from, does it? We're all very critical of them very quickly.
Yes, yeah. And, you know, the old Bettor's Delight, Sons of Bettor's Delight have been unsuccessful. But, I mean, unsuccessful's a different word for everybody, isn't it, you know?
Yeah, it is indeed. And I think one of the reasons, well, you say with Bettor's Delight, I'd be interested in your thoughts, but why would you go to one of his sons when you can still go to him? I think one of the reasons he's been so much spoken about, a horse like him, is simply because he's still alive and still getting so many in foal.
He's unbelievable, isn't he? He's just the guys that tell me that work at IRT, and they say when he unloads him, he comes off the plane on his back legs. He's just incredible horse. Never ages.
No, I know Tony Grayland. Tony Grayland had him this year with a year off, and he might have got a bit more playful with the one trip. He hasn't gone back to North America, and he had a little bit more about him. He was up and about and going from there. This horse, the one that he does, Trent does have in this year's sale, must make sure people are aware of too, because of the breeding season. I'll be interested in your thoughts. This is a 19th of February colt, lot 15 we're talking about. He is out of season a little bit, but I've seen both these horses. This horse doesn't look that bad. Like, he's quite a nice, chunky horse. He'll stand up okay in the sales. Does that hold him back, you think, going forward, Nifty?
Well, I mean, I think people down there looking at them should be made aware of their age. I mean, they're at a big disadvantage because they're a good 6 months younger,
Yep.
And if they, whatever they look like now, they're going to look a hell of a lot better in 6 months. Like even the two that I have, they've grown tremendously. They were good type of horses when we got them, but now they're even better. So I would make sure that the buyers are made aware of that, because you'd hate to see them get discounted just because of their age.
Yeah. Well, the other horse, like 51, this is the Huntsville out of Virgin on the Rocks, who is the full sister to Always Be Mickey. And I'll get your thoughts on a horse like Mickey in that in a second. But back onto what Nifty was just saying then, 22nd of April. And when I last saw him, Nifty, when horses go through that horrible growing stage, basically, that's where he was at, because he is that little bit behind the rest of the horses. But the bone structure's there that you're going to get quite a nice, attractive horse, once he catches up to himself.
Yeah, well, my fella is going to be like that. He's still immature looking, but he's going to be a big fella. But he's starting to fill out, and gorgeous horse. He can really get it too.
Will he race it too?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, he will.
Yeah, and the Mickeys all have size. They're a bit like that. He's a big rangy horse. That's how he kind of leaves them. So.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he didn't get down here this year. But do you like the Mickeys? Do you like Mickey himself?
I do. Yeah. You got to wait on them a little bit because they have so much size and leg. They seem they're always a little bit immature. They seem to make good older horses, and they're definitely better at 3 than they are at 2. I'm a big fan of them, really.
Which sort of fits in with this bloke here, because you look at him, he's behind. Well, if you give him that time, you're going to be rewarded later on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's one of those unwritten rules, Nifty, too. When he didn't come down here this year, Mickey's probably had his best season, and I think he's won a heap of records this year. It's quite incredible how it works, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, they're two good bred horses. I mean, I don't know if you'd see better pages in your book down there, would you?
No. Well, there's so many millionaires in their family. There's so many stallions back through those families as well. They offer a unique opportunity for people, that's for sure.
Yeah. I bet Trent's hoping he gets a filly.
Trent's a bit nervous at the minute, I think. I think I can say that. It's his first time selling, and that is nerve-wracking for people. And I think we underplay it sometimes. You've bought a lot of horses over the journey, and it does get to be a bit nerve-wracking, doesn't it?
Oh, it can be really disappointing. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough game.
Yeah. Do you admire him for doing what he's doing, bring these sorts of bloodlines?
Absolutely. I think he's on the right track. I think, you see sisters to good horses that maybe skip a generation, but the family doesn't go away. They usually keep coming back.
Yeah, and they keep going the right way. I said to you there before, you keep an eye on racing down under. Do you watch it regularly, Nifty, or does someone send you a message?
Not regularly. I watched the Kilmore Cup just because I wanted to watch Republican Party. Young Carter was up here and stayed with us a little bit when he was up here, so I'm a big fan of his. And Cran's a good old mate, so I like to watch that horse. Of course, Leap to Fame. He's unbelievable, and he's as good as a horse as you'd ever see.
Do the Americans know about Leap to Fame?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and admire him like the sort of horse that he is?
Oh, yeah. No, everybody knows about a horse like that.
Yeah. It's one of those ones, sometimes we take things for granted, don't we? We think that everyone should know him and that. But he's brutal. He's a beautiful old horse. But he's brutal on his opposition. I know that.
Yeah. The rougher it gets, the better he goes. I mean, I was talking to Cran about it the other day. I said, if you drove him real good and sat him 3 back the fence, he probably wouldn't be any good. He probably wouldn't fire.
It's amazing. People who watch my stuff know that I post a lot of stuff, and the amount of people that try to criticize Grant Dixon the way he drives that horse. The horse has won $5.5 million, and they come out of the woodwork to say that, if he had a real driver on him, and I'm like, give me a break. I reckon the guy does an awesome
he
awesome
just
job.
knows the horse better than everybody else, you know.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah, he's a legend. What about your babies this year?
I tell you what he has done. He's kept the horse racing at a unbelievably high level for a long time. So he's a damn good trainer, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Still, I've been lucky enough. One of my great thrills, Nifty, I tell a few people about this. I was lucky enough to go to Tamworth, of all places, in his early 3-year-old career, and he sat parked at Tamworth and went 54.5. Now, anyone in America would be thinking, what would that, they were flying around Tamworth, a little dog track that it is, and he just flew around there. And I was lucky enough to be there that day. And it's one of my great highlights of his career, like what he's been able to achieve. Yet that day was just brilliant. Yeah, just to win a Breeders' Challenge it was. 2-year-olds this year, Nifty. How many of you got, and got any to look out for?
I've got 20. I mostly, I have sort of half trotters, half pacers. I have some Alaraja ones, which is the first crop here. He was a tremendous horse himself. He's an Italian bred horse, and he only stood one season. But I've got 4 of them, and they really go good. I don't know if you guys will be able to get semen for that horse because he went back to Italy, but I'm looking forward to racing them. I have a good group, quite happy with what we got. We're early stages. We're just going miles and 250 kind of thing, so we're a long way to go. But with the winter we've had, we haven't been trying to push anything.
What's he by, Alaraj? What did you say?
He by Maharaja.
Oh, yeah.
El Raja, yeah, sort of spelt the same way. Dexter drove the horse. He's unbelievable horse.
Yeah. And he raced in America, did he?
Yes. Yeah, he won all the big races. And he'd win a race by 8 lengths and take Dexter up the backside to get him pulled up. He'd win that easy. It was just unbelievable. And I think he hurt a suspensor or something, and he stood one season, and the Italians took him back to Italy.
Wow.
So,
very good one. Yeah. There's a couple of big breeders here in Australia and New Zealand. Be probably looking at him, Pat Driscoll, or even Duncan McPherson. One of those two guys might be having a look at him, that's for sure. Yeah.
I mean, the trotters are getting better down there, aren't they? They seem to be you're getting better bred horses and better sires, so they definitely have come a long way.
Have your best results been with the trotters, would you say?
Yeah, I've had some good trotters. I've had great luck with the trotters. I worked for Brett Powling for 20 years, so we had a lot of great pacers too,
Yeah. Do you like, random question, do you like trotter better than a pacer?
I do now. It's a bit more pure. I don't know what it is, but there's nothing better than a good trotter.
And they're just getting faster.
Good to watch, good to sit behind,
And they're getting faster and faster.
Oh, yeah.
It's absolutely. I will let you go. Kiang Sahara. Have you heard of Kiang Sahara?
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry, I mean that in a nice way, because it's one of those questions. Sometimes we take it for granted that people know about them. Yeah,
I mean, well, I've bought a couple of horses off the Lee boys, and big fan. I think they're great horsemen, and they've always done good with the pacers, but they've got some damn good trotters. But he's a nice horse, that, isn't he?
Yeah, it was she, but it's quite interesting. They got 2. They've got a mare called Gillaby Ballerini that would be the best mare. Well, she'd be the best mare here by far, but she's got a stablemate that's a little bit better than her.
Yeah, how about that? It's not very often you get 2 at the same time. That's pretty lucky,
Nah, but they're putting the hard yards in, and you'd know that if you talk to them a lot. They're putting their hard yards in and doing an awesome job. Yeah.
No, they're good men. They're good. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. Nifty, thank you. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
It is Super Bowl weekend. Who are you barracking for?
I'd like the Patriots to win, but I think Seattle's too tough. Their defense is too strong.
Yeah, very good. All right. So you've had a bit each way there. You haven't given me an answer, but you're sort of going.
All right. Well, I think the Seals will win, but it could be closer than everyone thinks.
Nifty, thank you very much for a little bit of insight into these 2 colts, and really appreciate your time, mate.
See ya. Good luck.
Thank you. See ya.